The aims of this short video are to help you think about what self-management or self-care is, how you can be more active, physically active, what changes you may be able to make in your diet, helping you to think about the symptoms that you may need to be more concerned about, and managing your follow-up care. You may have read about self-management or self-care as another expression of the same. It means thinking about the things that you can do for yourself. If you've finished treatment or you're still undergoing treatment, it remains important that you are able to think about how to care for yourself, but also to feel proud of what you've come through so far. Some of the important things that you can do as part of a self-management approach are to eat healthily, to take part in some regular exercise, to think about getting into a good sleep routine, but have some nice me time in which to relax. That could involve reading, gardening, or simply doing nothing. But we recognise it can be hard to feel confident caring for yourself after your treatment is finished. There can be many ups and downs in your emotions, and this is to be expected. A lot of people do worry about their cancer returning. We call cancer recurrence. But there may be concerns about other aspects of your life, particularly physical changes and other health concerns you may have. In addition to that, many people will have expectations of you, as well as your own expectations that perhaps you should be doing more, doing better, being more positive. But it also may be a chance to think about what's important in your life. And actually, after a cancer diagnosis and cancer treatment, many people do start to think about the positive changes they can make in their life and what really matters to them. So one thing you could think about is your diet and whether you feel that you're eating a healthy enough diet. Of course, there may be particular reasons why you have to have a particular diet. And if you're under a dietitian, of course, you must follow that advice. But it's important to recognise that good nutrition is the cornerstone of maintaining health and well-being. And ideally, you're seeking to have a balance of foods that provide sufficient energy for you, as well as nutrients. This is a picture of the Eat Well plate that shows the different food groups that need to come together to provide a balanced diet. And the variety and with the different colours and the different components of the food group can be explored more in the Macmillan booklet, Eating Well After Cancer. Another thing that you can do for yourself is taking part in some regular exercise. It may be through your cancer treatment that you haven't felt able to do very much. So it may be that you need to start slowly and build up gradually in your own time at your own pace. But ideally, we're trying to encourage people to do 30 minutes of some sort of exercise a day. That might be a gentle walk, it might be gardening, it may be swimming. You may need to start at a few minutes, but the goal is to try to get to 30 minutes a day at least 5 times a week. So think about how you might be able to be more active, walk more, and sit less. So life after treatment, what can you do that might make that life better? Think about the information that you need to help you feel more in control and more able to self-manage. Think about how you can pace yourself in terms of the activities that you do on a given day. Think about goals that matter to you, but make sure that they're realistic and achievable. There'll be some things within your life that you can control and some that you can't. And I think it's important to be aware that you don't have control necessarily over your cancer. Rather than fighting it, try to accept that fact. It's a fear for many people, so be aware of those fears, but don't judge them. Many people ask us about the symptoms that they need to look out for, that they should be worried about, and what sort of things they might expect. It can be hard to say exactly what will happen in the future. And most cancers do have a predictable pattern of recurrence in how they might appear in terms of symptoms or when they might appear. So do ask the healthcare professionals looking after you who know your medical history about the chances of the cancer returning and the sorts of symptoms to look out for. Because if you develop a better understanding of your health, you will feel you have a better control over your life. Follow-up care or aftercare is an important part of getting more information. And there are different types of that care. It may be that you're offered a video call, it may be a telephone call, but more traditionally it's a face-to-face consultation in the outpatient department. But please think of it as your follow-up appointments. This is for you. And in addition to any standard follow-up care, you can also access your key worker, which may be your clinical nurse specialist. You can seek follow-up with your GP. In addition to the consultations, there may be a series of surveillance investigations, whether they be blood tests, scans such as CT, MRI, scans or X-rays, or other investigations. So as part of being informed, ask what your surveillance programme is. When you do attend a follow-up appointment, think about what you might like to find out. So write down any questions or issues that you would like help with. If during the consultation you don't understand something, please do ask for it to be explained more clearly. You have the right to know what is happening to you. Whenever you meet with a professional, write down what they advise, so at the end of the consultation you're clear what is going to happen next. Hopefully this will help you think about what matters to you. Savour the good things in your life. Many people use their experience of cancer to reevaluate what's important to them. So we really encourage you to cherish the things that make you smile. It could be the love of those around you, a sunny day, having an adventure, a funny joke, little things that make the difference to your day-to-day life. It may be you want to be more purposeful about this and actually set some goals and think about what you would like to achieve, how you would like to achieve them, who you might need to help you achieve those goals. How will you know when you've reached them? And what reward will you take if you do achieve them? This might be a change in your diet, it might be a change in your sleeping routine, a change in how much exercise you take. But set something that matters to you so that you can work out what is next for you and that the cancer doesn't define you. Thank you.